I love the idea that tech is for everyone. It isn't just for people who have privilege or have been in the right place at the right time or knew someone. Jelly Academy exists to help learners get into the digital marketing space. Whether you want to be a YouTube creator or a social media coordinator or an SEO manager, the school system at the time and still today isn't structured that way, and so we wanted to build a school that didn't exist before.
Our relationship basically has started quite a few years ago, coming in and doing a speaker series, working with entrepreneurs, also working with our STEPS program, and helping Métis Nation British Columbia sort of just highlight a lot of those people. And it's so good to have those conversations really with somebody who's already in the business, so entrepreneur to entrepreneur.
I got to know Darian at the beginning of the pandemic through Métis Nation. There was a course for digital marketing, the first time I ever heard that word. It was like hearing a completely different language. My experience has been life-changing, and I don't just mean that by saying that for this. I used to lay tile, and then the pandemic hit. We digitized our business, and we're in YVR now. We're in Walmart Canada. We're doing trade missions into United States. I mean, I'm sitting here talking on a camera about kind of what I've done, so it's definitely been life-changing.
One of the questions we often get asked, they're saying, how is their Indigenous integration? Right? And a lot of schools are trying to figure that out right now, and so they they either do like rent a feather, they hire someone to come in for a portion, or they put a feather on it, they paint little feathers, or they try to force it. But what we've done, which I think is really cool, our instructors themselves are Indigenous. And so our instructors themselves, as they're teaching, the examples they give, the stories they tell. And through that, when we start working in post-secondaries and in partnership with the high schools, it's been really cool to actually say and see that the Indigenous kind of leadership that's in there is leading the charge.
We were looking for a training partner that had innovative training programs that were flexible, that were dynamic. Darian and Jelly had a program in digital marketing that we were interested in. You want to be able to learn something and apply it with some degree of immediacy, particularly in this space. I would say that they were very responsive, which was great. They were easy to work with. Really understood and respected that as a university and as a continuing education department, we have certain requirements and parameters that we have to operate within. And Jelly was really responsive and really attuned to what that was. So it was a very easy partnership.
I think one of the things we're finding is corporations are trying to figure out, okay, what do we do? Providing something as simple as rapid reskilling, as hardware, as job opportunities, as job placements, as practicums.
I'm able to speak with nations all across Canada through connections that Darian and the Academy have given me. For my children, I'm able to show them a different way of living. They see their dad and their mom running a business. It's now in their idea that they can do that as well. And then also my Indigenous community being part of the Métis Nation. Everything that I've learned, all of the things that I go through as a business owner, I'm able to give that back to speak with the youth and on different councils I've been on.
We belong to this amazing community, this amazing family, and there's so many great mentors and support people around. Just in this room, probably if you look around this room, there's probably people right around you. And what I think is the coolest thing is, I am excited for the day when we often will get hired in the day job to provide like Indigenous consulting on like, what do we do for Indigenous History Month, or what do we do for this year? I'm excited when they don't need to hire us anymore because the person across the desk from them or who's at the water cooler with them is Indigenous. There's gonna be Indigenous people working in those places who are influencing what ads look like, what commercials look like, what messaging looks like, and I'm so excited about that.